Let's go. Let's go to this meeting. He follows a set of hard rules in business. Okay. So see, we save. Meeting. Just to be very
Finally, Oliver. You are 10 minutes late. I'm waiting for a good excuse.
Neither will be good enough for you, Mortonese. I know how precious your time is, so I'm sorry, and let's get straight to the point. On behalf of our entire crew, thank you for this invitation. Perhaps you know that we're also a family business. The Kersey brothers founded it out of a passion for coffee. It's this passion that I want to share with you today.
You talk nicely about the Kerseys, and I have a sentiment to family business. I started like that myself. This is the reason why I invited you. What exactly can you offer me?
save. We're saving after every single thing. Just saying.
The Kersey family sends their regards. We're very happy that you've become our client. After the head of the house dies, it's not easy to keep this business in check.
Familia is the most important thing, and the loss of its member is a real tragedy. I know something about it. I'll visit the Kerseys at the earliest opportunity, and if I find out about the circumstances of Richard's death, you will also be informed.
I don't know how somebody got through it, unless they cheated, or they watched me do it, maybe.
It's always good to know who you're doing business with, so I'll briefly introduce our values before the offer, okay?
Shortly, you are welcome.
Together with the Kerseys, we focus on honesty and high quality. They don't always pay off, but thanks to them, we can easily look in the mirror. What brings me to you, mister, working with us means predictability in the best sense of the word.
Bella, bella. A very nice declaration, Oliver. Reality will verify it quickly.
Okay, save again. See, we did good.
To encourage you to cooperate with my company, I've planned several variants of activity. We have a very creative marketing and proprietary logistics improvement system. So, on the one hand, effective promotion. On the other...
Haven't you been listening to me, Oliver? I expect obedience, and all you can plan is the order of carrying out my commands. We will supply and promote the product.
Okay. Alright, I'm gonna load. I want to see what the other one gives us.
My offer takes into account the interests of both parties. We'll provide you with excellent grain, punctual deliveries, and flexible after-sales service. In return, we expect a payment adequate to the quality of our product and services.
Now that's what I'm talking about, Oliver. You protect our profit, and we protect you. Short and to the point. Hold on to it, and you'll go far with us. As for the payment, we'll come back to it later.
We're at 100%. I don't think we should offer experimental beans. Just saying.
From the very beginning, we take the grain from the Merino family plantation. This is a proven source, and we fully trust them. Together, we've developed quality standards that will satisfy the most demanding customers. I hope it'll meet your expectations, too.
Moreno sounds familiar. We'll check them. If they live up to our expectations, I'll welcome you to our familia.
Do you need more information about our company before signing the contract?
No, I already have eye blood.
Dang it. Asking him if he has more questions makes his attitude go down. That is jank. If this is supposed to be educational, it's not good educational. Like, seriously.
From the very beginning,
Moreno sounds...
I'm just gonna go with normal. As high on normal as we can go.
Ciao, welcome to my casa, Mr. Oliver. I'll immediately reveal the purpose of our meeting. I want to buy your company. I would say the price doesn't matter, but I like talking too much. So, let's talk.
He wants to buy my company.
should I sell the company? Well, Mr. Mortonese, I'm impressed. I hadn't planned it, but such momentum can make you think.
That's it, Mr. Oliver. You have achieved a certain success, but you lack experience and imagination, a special immaginazione to operate on a larger scale. I don't want to offend you. I'm just stating the fact. It's time to think about development, about change. They will be very beneficial for you.
Coffee does sell, but that's my merit. Let me tell you that since the tragic case with Richard, Henry and Clarabelle can't keep up with managing business. Believe me, you do not want to buy the company as it is. Can we come back to this conversation in a while?
We can, but what for? Of course, you know that this information reduces the value of your company, but it's nothing. I can make you into milionario anyway. Besides, Kersey was a terrible boss. Do you prefer to wait for the anchor or start a brand new engine?
Okay, I'll bring it up with Henry. He has the last word. It'll be easier to convince him by showing the coffee contract with your signature. What do you say?
This is possible, but first I'll ask you about contracts with Tom Marvey. He's lost a lot lately. The poor man had to be determined to finally gain something, right?
Mr. Marvey wanted to increase the sales of the network, and he had an idea for it. If you know each other, then you know how difficult it is to change his decision. Fortunately, the profit promise was more important to him than the company's philosophy. Speaking of losses, is it rivaling with Sorote?
You found yourself in the business quickly, Oliver. Van Haven, McFall. Gamalkvist, Marvi, Kobayashi. These are solid contraints. I am especially interested in the latter, Mrs. Kobayashi. It's been a long time since we talked. How well is she?
Why is he grilling me for information? I don't know.
In business, rather good. Miss Kobayashi is open to news. Of course, this openness has to be bought first, and to be honest, I probably overpaid a bit, because she's a tough one.
Oh no, she's too smart. And Gabriel Caceres? You met him too, right? He pretends to be crazy, lunatico, but he's the best contractor from the whole London gang. Except for me. As the best one, I only ask for a symbolic coffee discount. This discount will be enough.
Alright, we're gonna keep saving. He's quote the rumors.
He's pretending to be crazy. I wouldn't put it better. The guy has a reputation for being an unstable freak, and that makes business very difficult. I didn't believe the rumors about him, but at the meeting, Cessaries even surpassed them.
Do you prefer predictability? Sheep are predictable, Oliver. You always know where and when they'll go, so they are easy to hunt. I thought you were like us.
Well, apparently that's no bueno.
Gabriel? He's a piece of work. Seems nuts, but he's really a very smart and honest guy. Getting back to business, I came to you with a certain discount limit, but I like you, and I'll gladly agree to this discount.
A rather modesto gift, but so be it, Oliver. I'll make you a bigger one later from your entire company. Now go to work.
Alright. Works for me. Excellent. 86%. Good, and I wasn't even trying that hard. I wasn't even trying that hard.
I should sum up what happened after that meeting.
Well, first let's send the coffee and make our money. Make sure we have our production up to the correct amount. Here we go. Assign people. This jank. I remember the jank. So, you know. It's like he can't do both. All right, whatever. I don't really care that much. Let's listen to this.
I expected that I wouldn't get much out of a typical conversation with Francesco. Luckily, Reeves had done a sterling job as a mole. According to his pals, Francesco was often seen in one of the remaining exclusive coffeeum inhaling clubs in Neo-London.
Oh, what does that mean?
I found the inhaling club easily enough. It had a distinctive mural and bouncers at the entrance. Now all I had to do was to stuff my wallet full of cash and muster up a lot of patience. After a few days wandering around the area, bingo, the mafioso must have been longing for a high. I waited half an hour, and off I went. Half my readies vanished just in getting in. Great. I looked around. Where would Francesco choose? VIP room or the main room, close to the entrance? I asked one of the coffeeum dealers about him. Up the stairs to the top, sir. At the top of the greasy pole. Of course.
Of course.
My wallet was already empty. I gave the dealer a big tip and ordered an extra portion for Francesco. I told the dealer to say it was a present from my company. He was easy to find. He was smoking some kind of scented mix. The whole floor smelled of it. What kind of stink was Morton Nees trying to hide with it? There were bouncers on the door, but Morton Nees spotted me out of the corner of his eye and languidly waved a hand in my direction, so they let me in. I took one last breath of sobriety and stepped over the line of common sense. Francesco had been smoking and was a little high. Good.
I don't have a choice.
I sat down, took a drag to be sociable, and let him know that I was running my firm at Clarabelle's behest. Francesco's head cleared momentarily.
That little fox, she played the innocence brilliantly.
In business, Mr. Mortonese?
In that too.
So he knew her. Seeing that, I decided to ask directly. Were you and her an item?
Yes. Though, it was only Tracy to begin with.
Francesco briefly wept Clarabelle.
She reminds me of my mother. Gentle on the outside, but in reality a lioness. A lioness. A worthy life.
How did it begin?
From the media buzz about Claribel's cake, I want to take advantage, but it was lacking the key component. The craze soon wore off. Claribel, she dreamed of a comeback. Front pages.
I don't have a choice.
I led him on. Is that why she's meeting Baptiste?
We're doing coffee drugs.
No. That stupido can even handle a laptop, let alone a woman. The great detective. His info about paintings was false. We were just wasting our time.
Paintings? You mean the Kersey's planters?
I mean the copies hanging in the museum. We were only interested in the authentico, the originals. It turned out the center one. Richard had it the whole time. It turned... We were supposed to receive the painting for paying off his debt to Albert. And it was a big one, a grande debito, even for a Kersey.
A big debt?
The coffeeum was great. Why was it so long since I last had some? I reminded myself because it was so good, and on top of that, officially speaking, it was illegal and bloody expensive. So the whole time it was about the painting? Did you get it in the end?
Richard is a clown. He turned down our help and led his friend Van Haven in the deep stuff. They found the painting at his place. Old Joseph is soft. He soon came clean that the painting had gone back to the familia. Henry had it. We went looking for him, but the bastardo disappeared.
I could feel the coffee taking effect more and more. And what about Joseph?
He's fine. When she heard about her uncle being kidnapped, Claribel went crazy. We let him go and even gave him a bodyguard. For a woman like that, you do everything.
Alright, I guess I'm taking some more.
Mortonese expanded on the topic of his own accord.
And then probably fall asleep.
He was mumbling somewhat incoherently, because we were both high as kites.
Those paintings are trouble. That curator. He was a swindler, too. Waste of time. He was supposed to be helping, but I could tell. I knew this analysis was taking way too long. We let Hitomi play us like bambini. Harold he delay us, cheat us. And then the damn Yakuza tried to get him off us. So much dishonor over an old fool. And the paintings were a grande falso.
Francesco finally drifted.
We already knew all this.
I needed some fresh air. I don't recall how I made it back to the office. The phone was ringing as if through a thick fog. It was Jacob Reeves. Oliver, we've got a right old mess here. Kobayashi and Catermole are dead. It looks as if Harold shot the little lady, then blew his own head off. Dead? And we'd only just been talking. I started laughing. It must have been the coffeeum. Must have been. How did I let myself get dragged into all this? Wasn't all the pain over Kate enough, so I had to come back to Neo-London for more? Maybe I should ask for the next bullet. This time, the one that hits the bullseye. Damn cursies.
Okay.
I need to check the investigation board.
Need to check the investigation
Well, I
board.
need to set the new clues and data on the board.
Okay, we got some clues to connect. I mean, there's not much here. No! I'm still gonna save, though. Stuff.
I think that's all I've got for now. Let's see if there are any connections.
Claribel saved him. Linus is perfect. Shared that.
That's it. Some great deduction skills, Oliver.
We're so smart. Look, we only have 6 pieces of information left. So I'm guessing there's no more
that's all
connections.
I've
Oh,
Excellent.
well, I
Let's
guess
see
those
if there are any connections.
I guess these connect to each other.
I think these are all the connections. I still need to move the investigation further and get more clues.
Okay, we got 3 more pieces of information left, and then we may be done. Let's save again.
This is a good lead, but the information may cost me a lot.
It's not gonna cost me anything.
The auction house. What are we doing here? Don't tell me you're spending company cash on trinkets.
Not at all. I just happened to be passing. A guy pushed me into a phone booth and told me to pick up the receiver. It was horrible.
Hi, what's the rush? Something up?
Oh, at last you're here. It's Clarabelle. They've taken her.
What? Who?
I don't know. They rang only a moment ago. I called you right away. I did the right thing, didn't I?
Did they say what they wanted?
The same thing as all those leeches hassling the cursies. The bloody painting. All these problems because of that canvas rag.
Yes, of course. You told them it had been stolen, right?
Well, you see, Arthur, it's not that simple.
What does that mean? Get to the point, lad. We have to rescue Clarabelle. Even if she's tangled in this case deeper than she reveals, I don't think we could risk her life by doubting it's a real kidnapping.
Oh, dear.
You've got the painting, haven't you?
No, I haven't. I haven't.
So who does?
I don't know. I don't know.
Hold on. Joseph gave it to you, right? To look after.
Yes, his wife was afraid to keep the planters at home. You know, thieves, blackmailers. My God.
Did he accidentally throw in the trash?
Really?
No, thanks. I'm all right. You know, maybe it doesn't look that way, but I'm pretty tough. Joseph knew. He asked me to be discreet. Nobody was to know the painting was in my hands.
Uh-huh. And you hid it in the tenement, right?
Oh, that tenement. The rats, the lodgers, art thieves. I couldn't live like that.
Okay, Henry.
Pressure, Henry.
Let's get one thing clear. You're paying me, I know, but if you don't stop BSing me, I'll arrange a night in the cells for you.
Are you mad, Oliver? What for? I'm the victim here.
2 reasons. First, nobody can kidnap you from there. Second, listening to you, I can see a clear case of obstructing an officer and performing his duty. You know how that's going to look in court.
All right then, filthy detective. What do you want to know?
What happened to the painting?
Yeah, let's emo
Okay.
with our acting.
I had some gambling debts. The cards were against me. And the picture was valuable. I knew Joseph didn't want it back. I mean, what for?
You sold it!
Yes.
When? And to whom?
Just before you came. I don't know the buyer, a mysterious collector. Anyway, it's over, Arthur. I've had enough troubles with that filthy painting.
You're right, it's over. For Catherine, for Richard, Coralie, Hitomi, and Harold. And now it's over for Clarabelle too, eh?
Don't say that. You want me to feel guilty?
you mean?
I already do. I knew Richard wasn't dead. They kidnapped him to get the painting. Yes, I admit it. At first, I might have told you a small lie.
Small? I ran your business while you played cards. I made a fool of myself in front of real business people. You wasted my time and now your niece might die? I should just punch you in the face.
Please, no. I despise violence.
Despise is a good word. We'll come back to that. Now we need to deal with the latest kidnapping. Or is there something else you want to tell me?
Yes, I'm glad you asked. I have an idea how we can help Clarabelle.
Well,
I don't know who has the painting, but we can work out who's going to have it. In a week's time, someone's putting the planters up for auction right there. We can take all the company's profits, buy the painting, and rescue Clarabelle.
coincidence.
Does it matter? It's a chance. Call the kidnappers and ask them to give us a week.
Unbelievable.
What? Thinking that up? No, it's nothing. You'd have thought of it eventually.
No. What's unbelievable is all the crap you told me about the investigation into Catherine. You deliberately dragged me into that quagmire. You put your own family at risk. And now you want to squander all the money I've earned to pay off your own guilt.
You're right. Yeah, you're right. But, you know, I acted in good faith. I wanted to find Rich. And, well, it's the only way out now, isn't it?
You owe me, Henry. Big time. When it's all over, I want to get everything I earned for you. I don't care where you get it from, the bank or Alver. I get the cash or the whole story goes to the press. In detail. Get it?
Now you're showing your true colours, Arthur. Clarabelle might have believed you, but I didn't. I knew from the start you were only after the cursey cash.
Unlike you, I worked for it.
You're a leech like the rest of them. Do I have a choice?
You had plenty, Henry, and you always made the wrong one. And now we have to go and rescue Clarabelle, unless she's actually in cahoots with the blackmailers.
Give it a rest, Arthur. Don't even joke about it.
Okay.
I need to check the investigation board. I think these are all the connections. I still need to move the investigation further and get more clues.
There is nothing on the investigation board. Nothing. There is nothing on the investigation board at all. And by telling me that, it was jank. We're gonna save this game as jank. Save. How much money have I got? I got a lot. It's gonna cost me 100,000, but we got it. Well, how much will we have at the end of this? Oh, we're still gonna have enough. Okay, we can afford it.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to welcome you to the auction of this wonderful painting, serving as the middle part of the Planter's Triptych from Kersey's family collection. Without further ado, I present the asking price.
Going in for the asking price. Hey, Rees.
Going once.
I'll give more. Not so fast.
We start with High C, going once.
Now me.
During each raise, you'll see two prices Arthur can offer. You're directly connected with the colors of the panels. Focus on the value with the lower... What the hell kind of game is this? To bid more carefully, you need to stop the moving arrow in one of the panels which represent... This is stupid!
I raise the bet.
The amount raised by Miss...
Please forgive me, but I won't let it go that easily. I think we'll finish.
This is stupid.
Then think again.
Artie's man.
Let me think.
There's a delay.
I raise the bet.
There is a delay.
Mr. Oliver's offered a high bid.
I raise. Ladies and gentlemen.
This is jank.
Please don't think.
This is the jankiest of jank. Suddenly it's a damn mini game
Really, it's like
that isn't good.
$900 dues.
Hey, I got it that time.
I'll give more.
Dear friends, I'm getting
I am starting.
Going once. Going twice.
Ladies and gentlemen, this paint.
Allow me, ladies and gentlemen.
I didn't say the last word.
My turn.
I don't have that kind of money. Just saying. Do I not know how an auction works? I feel like I don't know how an auction works.
Ladies and gentlemen.
I do too. Then meet.
I won't give this piece of art. This is
I'm gonna up the dingus
Let's
counter.
finish it.
Hey, I did it.
I raise the bet.
Ridiculous.
My dear friends, the bar has already been raised under the ceiling. Will anyone here be able to beat Mr. Oliver?
I had fun, but it...
Going once.
Maybe next time.
I had better things to do anyway.
Going twice.
I better go get some air.
And sold. The painting goes to the Honorable Mr. Oliver. Congratulations to the bar.
Let's go back home.
Well, it's time for me too.
That was stupid.
I need to check the investigation board.
Hey, it didn't cost me that much though. Interestingly enough.
I think
No.
these are all the connections. I still need to move the investigation further.
I mean, I feel like this
and get more
whole
clues.
final confrontation. What?
I think these are all the connections.
What are you
I still
talking
need to move
about?
the investigation
Oh.
further and get more clues.
Do I have to click these buttons? Is that what I haven't done? Oh, I haven't put these on the board yet. Oh, look, we've got all the information. Oh, now can we do it? What?
I think these are all the connections. I still need to move the investigation further and get more clues.
I don't understand. What do we need to do? Do I have to click on all of these? It won't let me go.
I think these are all the connections. I still need to move the investigation further and get more clues.
I can't get more clues. My clue getting is done. See, clues 58 of 58, connections 29 and 29. Oh, I gotta click this. Oh. 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 I see.
Should I move the investigation forward or wait and make... Have I assigned all the tasks properly? Should I move? Have I assigned all the tasks properly?
What? I've got enough money. It says I'm gonna have 98. What are you talking about? I didn't even realize I could take out more loans. I have plenty of money.
Should I move the investigation forward or wait and make some more cash instead?
Oh, it says if it exceeds. Yes, okay. Oh man, I am so hot right now, Regulus. I don't know why, but I am hot.
New week, fresh start.
Yeah, I don't really care. Final confrontation.
I've arrived at the appointed place, abandoned warehouse near the Thames, away from the noise and casual witnesses. I didn't hesitate any longer and walked into the warehouse indicated by the blackmailers. The sight of Francesco Mortanese and Jordan Alver wasn't a big shock for me. What surprised me was the unemotional face of Clarabelle, hidden behind one of the pillars on the other side of the warehouse. Maybe she was...
Hello, Oliver. Maybe you'll finally be of some use.
A third voice emerged from behind.
Can no cursing man take some effort of getting things done, but instead use women or private detectives?
Suddenly I understood. It's George McFowl's voice. It sounded completely different than the one belonging to a nice and talkative businessman. However, I have heard it once more in my life. Then at the docks by the Thames.
Give back the paintings and let's finish this case. We waited long enough for this.
Suddenly, everything happened rapidly. They all aimed at me. There was no more time for any reflections and diplomacy, and they outnumbered me. I had to take a risk.
Got him.
Second shot? I could have sworn he didn't have time to fire his gun.
Well, I don't have a choice. She's gonna shoot me.
Cat,
Or
are you
not.
all right? All good?
Yes, Arthur. I've never felt better.
She's gonna shoot
Thank
me.
goodness. I was so scared that I would lose you, that one of those bullets would stray towards you.
I was never threatened, Arthur.
What are you talking about? You must be in shock. The most important thing is that you're okay, darling.
Here comes the
I
gun.
wish my mother could hear the same from you 10 years ago. Poor Arthur. Do you think I'm her? You still don't remember what really happened.
I closed my eyes and quickly opened them again. Then I realized that I was not at the docks by the Thames and I was not talking to you, my beloved cat. You haven't changed the color of your hair. No one has washed the blood off your face or your jacket. The same eyes were staring at me, but instead of a hint of curiosity and reckless joy which I adored so much, I met a piercing and cold gaze. Your ever-soft lips were now pressed in a gloating evil grin.
You pretend to be tough, and in return for a nice smile and a warm touch, you will do what we want, right? You, Francesco, my dad, Gabriel, Baptiste, even Tom. Mum knew it too. She was manipulating you, Arthur. Until today, you don't even know how and when, do you? Believe me, she wasn't such a saint after all. Father wasn't as bad either, at least to her, but he was a swine to me.
Shoot her in the face.
He said I wasn't his daughter. Instead, he let Uncle Joseph raise me, a person who loves me like her own child. But they both got what they deserved, and so did I.
I don't understand, Clarabelle. Richard's dead and Joseph nearly died. It was a mafia score, not some twisted karma.
Do you think that such an important matter as getting the Coffee Noir genome would be in the hands of blind fate? Wake up at last.
I closed my eyes again and opened them from painful amazement. I also understood something again. She needed us all. The role of Francesco, her lover, was to make Richard reveal where the last of the triptych paintings was. Richard died because he knew only that he gave the painting to Joseph, and the ever-loyal Joseph wouldn't tell Mafia that he passed it on to Henry under the pressure of his wife Amanda. Finally, Henry lost this precious heirloom due to gambling. Thus, the painting was lost from Clarabelle's sight. We all succumbed to it. Baptiste found Gabriel in Guyana and brought him back to London, who in turn gave her 2 parts of the genome. Tom promised to help with starting the production of legendary Coffee Noir. Joseph survived because he raised the Viper, and the Viper showed him mercy. And me? Why did she need me? What about Henry? He was helping you? Is that why he called me?
Uncle Henry. He wasn't good for anything. All he could do was getting drunk and losing money. Thanks to him, I found out about your fascination with my mother. Father hadn't shared with him any information about the genome, nor the real meaning of the paintings, which is why that old fool lost such a precious treasure.
But why me?
I needed a dog that would grab the bone and won't let it go till the end. A dog that, driven by a desire for revenge and an illusory sense of justice, can be trained. You were perfect.
Why are you telling me this?
Because she's gonna shoot me.
Because you did your job. Although, I have to admit that I doubted your abilities at one moment. Poor Gabriel, who turned out to be a really good actor, had to lead you by the hand like a child in the fog.
And what do you expect from me? Praise?
I expect you to
Not for
die.
me, Arthur. I have ambitious plans.
Oh, maybe
And
not.
around me there are some vacancies.
Never, Clarabelle. I loved your mother. I was mad with despair when she died. I saw the same angelic good in you as in her. Now I see that I couldn't have been more wrong.
I'm exactly like her, but you still err, Arthur. I don't need you then.
Yeah, and there we go.
I've recreated this moment in my head many times. The overwhelming certainty that the world is about to end. Everything was going fast. Too fast. As if the future had to be defined in that instant moment. With the noise of gunfire, the screams of approaching enemies, and the ever louder staccato of a running woman's heels. Kate. The closest bastard had hatred painted over his face. At least it seemed so, but in fact everyone who was pointing at me was wearing masks. I shot, several times to be sure. The clatter of the heels suddenly stopped. Kate was lying in a pool of blood, and with each breath becoming shallower, the life had been draining out of her.
Oh no!
That's the proper response. That is the proper response.
I heard the sound of a body falling. My body. The coolness of the ground, the blackness before my eyes, just like the day of my greatest crime, lying next to you.
Oh my god.
As promised, I found your killer cat. Case closed.
I don't even know. This is so bad. I don't know if anybody else thinks this is like not bad, but I think it's horrible. Maybe one of the worst told stories. I don't think there is a good ending, is there? That's it? We can go to the investigation board and look at the graph. Oh, we got new clues. Oh no. True killer. Arthur realized he had been chasing his own tail. Oh no, he actually is the one that killed Kate, but he couldn't remember. He forgot it because he had amnesia. Oh my god. Oh wow, that is shocking. And like, oh man, they both used me. Oh my goodness. Gabriel was just acting. Oh no. Clarabelle was the mastermind behind it all. Oh jeez. Who would have thought? Oh look, Henry had no idea about the true nature of the whole thing. Oh man. Look at that. And then everybody died. Wow. That is the end. That's the end of the game, and everything's packed up. Wow. Do I really want to leave? What else is there for me to do? Nothing. Can we actually save here? Let's save. Let's save at end of game. End of the game. I honestly don't think there's a good ending. I think that's the ending. And there's the credits, and there's the timer stopping.